Hello everyone, thanks for joining in. Today I have another challenge lock. This is Frozen North by NICVT. It's again an amazing challenge lock. He always does great work. I just got this picked, so I'm going to try to get it picked again on video and then do a gut of this. This has been a fun lock. Let's see if I can do it again for you. So I'm just going to use counter rotation, or counterclockwise tension, sorry, and see what I can do here. Some nice feedback, some nice traps in here, I'm sure. Feels like traps anyway. I know the other ones that I've picked that he's made, he had some nice deep traps in there. Let's go ahead and make sure I have the autofocus on. Cause yeah, it feels crunchy in there. You get some nice movement, and then kind of freezes up. Hence the name Frozen North. I'm guessing that's because he has this nice little N engraved on there for north, east, and west. So I had to ease off the tension there. I'm just feeling for those binding pins like always, getting any kind of movement I can. Sometimes it's not much. But he always does a great job on these locks. Whether it's the etching of the pins or just the keying of the lock. Having to manually rotate backwards now. Might have overset something, so I'm gonna, yeah, just rotate it clockwise just to see if anything overset would correct itself. It felt like it did. Come on. Where am I? Stuck here. Okay, rotate again. Got back into a deep false set. Got some nice movements. Alright. Alright, where you at? One more pin I feel. Maybe two pins, but that's always those dang traps he puts in here. That drive you crazy. You always feel like you're almost there, but he has other things. There it is. So I did get this open. Let's see if I can get it gutted for you. I think it came with a key. Yeah. Let's see what we have here before I get too far along. Dang! Look at the bitting on this key. So yeah, that's the key. Go ahead and close him up, zoom out a little bit. Oops, throw some stuff around. make all kind of noise. This is C-clip. Hopefully I can get this off fairly easy. There it goes, yeah. Oh, thankfully that pin didn't go too far. And what do I do with that key? Here it is. Oh man, that works. He always does such great work. I doubt I can put a shim in here, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, there it goes. All right. Shoop. Come on. All right, set that aside for now. And as expected, a nice little trap in there. Yeah, I see some overmilling, some threads. So I'm gonna drop these pins and do a close-up. So pin 1, 2, that's fancy. 3, 4. I mean 6. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Get my tools. All right, do a close-up and set this aside. So zoom in a little bit so you can see he threaded chamber 1. I think he overmilled chamber 2. Obviously that nice trap on 3. I think 4 is normal. 5 again is overmilled, and 6 has very nice threading. Again, just love the etching and the work that he does on his locks. I'll do a close-up of the pins in a second. I'll go ahead and pull the driver pins out. Alright, zoom out a little bit more, give you a little easier thing to look at. Alright, pin 1, super long serrated pin is how I would try to describe that. Number 2, it's a tapered kind of torpedo spool looking situation. His spring 5, super long T-pin to go into that nice trap he made. Alright, coming from the back end now. Alright. Nice little tapered guy there. I think that's going to come into play with the top of that other pin. Pin 5 here. Kind of a gen spool situation. Again, I will show these up close here in a second. And then another fancy spool pin kind of dealio. Flip this around. I'll change out my picks, or my tweezers here. So pin 1, key pin is standard. Go ahead and put him back down. Pin 2, driver pin 1. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Nice serrated with nice little deep sets there. Key pin 2 has these super fine serrations and these little divots. And I'm betting that little divot there matches his little spool pin here. So yeah, you can see, I'd call this kind of like a, I don't know, a torpedo almost looking pin, but it fits into that recess that he put into the key pin. So 3 again is a super long T-pin to get stuck in that trap. Sorry, that was the driver pin. Key pin 4 is normal, and then this is the driver pin on 4. So it's a kind of a T-pin spool. I don't know exactly how I describe that, but there it is. I guess that's how I would describe it, as a T-pin spool. 3, kind of a torpedo, traditional torpedo key pin. Driver pin on 5. Kind of a serrated gin pin here. Got a torpedo. This is key pin number 6. Super fine serrations. Great work as always. And this one also had that little divot that he put in there. That matches this driver pin, wherever it went. So that just fits nicely in there. And just makes it a little bit more tricky to pick. So anyway, I'll do a close-up for you. And then finish this video out. So here we go. Thanks, Otter, for sending these to me, and great job, Nick, as always. And thanks for tuning in, and I will see y'all next time.